Hi everyone, my name is Karen and this is my channel KGFL Creations. Well, it is Friday, so you know what that is. Another episode of hashtag Friday Sews. Before we get into what has been going on here in the sewing room, I want to talk about what I'm wearing. This is not a classic tee. This is a fitted tee from the book, from the Mimi G book, Make It Yours. I did make this a while back, a year and a half maybe, almost 2 years, that I got the book and I made this little tee. I cut out the wrong size. I don't know if you guys remember, I did cut out an XXL, ended up being too big. So I want to do another one of this one with the right size with an extra large. Now that I have a lot of new knits, if you've seen my videos from last week and the prior week, was it last week? I think it was last week with my Joann's fabric haul. Yeah, I got a lot of knit fabric. So another fitted tee is on the way. That's going to happen for this summer. Well, now let's talk about what has been going on here in the sewing room. I have been busy in here. The time that I have been in here, I was here through the weekend, last weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I did start on my pair of pants, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. But before we get into that, I have been washing pretty much a lot of the fabrics that I have purchased. I have not finished washing it. I'll put a little picture. Well, I don't know if I took a landscape or vertical, whatever it is, I'll put a picture for you guys to see what I still have left over to wash. I am going little by little because I have to serge the edges, all of them, and then put them to wash. And I'm trying to combine the colors as much as I can, so I'm not washing one piece at a time. So yeah, I still have, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have 9 bolts of fabric left over to wash. All the other ones, I had all the bolts, just the, the empty bolt right over here. My husband comes in here, he's like, what is this? I'm like, well, those are the empty bolts for the fabric that I have been washing. And he's like, oh, okay. I guess he didn't pay much attention to all the stuff that I purchased. So I told him, that's garbage. So that all have to go. So that is, out and thrown out. But I still have about 9 to go. The greens and the blues, that still needs to be washed. I know I told you maybe my last video or the prior video, don't remember very well, that I was going to start on a pair of denim pants. I have started. This is it right here. Ooh, reflection from my white lights. So this is the white stretch denim that I had purchased from Fabric Wholesale Direct last year that had a stain, and then they sent me another piece, and that piece was much better. Still had a little bit of stain, but it was at the edge, at the end, so that was fine. I did cut. I am working on, let me tell you which pattern I'm working on. I am working on the Ginger Jeans by Closet Core Patterns. This one right here. Actually, I put a little better insert right here for you guys to see. This pattern has, well, it's kind of 2 views, but you can do whatever it is that you want. There is the low waist. Is that what it says? View A. I think it's a low waist. The other one is a high waist. Yeah, high rise. Yeah, one is a low rise and the other one is a high rise. And they're 2 different leg views. There is, they call a stovepipe, which is just a straight, leg. And the other one is a skinny. I am not doing the skinny because I don't like skinny jeans. So I cut the high rise and the stovepipe leg. That's what it's called. I purchased a class from Closet Core it landed, something landed on my email and I clicked on it. It was a class to make jeans, and with it comes one pattern. So I chose the pattern to be the ginger jeans. I think the other one was maybe the Morgan jeans, which is a non-stretch denim. But since I already had a stretch denim, I had this white here, and I also have a stretch twill that I also purchased from Wholesale Direct, whatever that is. So I decided to go for the ginger jeans. So I cut all of that. I did cut the size 18. I just did the whole size 18 because my waist, now I know that my waist has grown a little bit, but it is okay because this here has 5/8 of an inch seam allowance, so I can let go, you know, in a certain places to make up for the little bit that I need for my waist. I have my back pockets here. They're ironed, but they're not finished yet because when I was ironing this, I decided to go and kind of put together the pants so I can just try it on and see how it goes. That's what she tells you to do in the class. Instead of making a muslin, and I couldn't make a muslin because I did not have stretch denim to make a muslin. So she was on the class that I've been watching all the videos and everything. She says to do a kind of muslin with the fabric that you're actually going to make the pants in. So I did that. I am going to insert a video here for you guys to see what it looks like as I put it in together. I did hand stitch. The pockets are not ready or, you know, or anything. I just kind of put it together as she says in the class. I did hand stitch the pocket back with the front, so I kind of close it in so I can just put it on and see how it fits. So I am going to insert it here. It is a vertical video, but I'll put it here for you guys to see, and then I'll make a comment while I'm showing it to you. Well, this is a one take that I did. I did not add the zipper. That's why I'm holding the pants, because if I don't do that, it will open up. The high waist is extremely, extremely high. It's almost hitting my boobs. I don't know why this thing is so high. There is a lot of volume by my hips. There's a lot of fabric right at my crotch there. And the side seam looks okay. I like the side seam. It's pretty straight. Back, there's a lot of volume in the back. The crotch curve looks pretty good. I don't have any anything going, you know, in my cheeks. This side seam looks pretty good, but again, there's a lot of fabric right there. So if I take out all of that volume, I think it'll be much better. But I have to go back and take some of the height because this high waist is extremely, extremely high for me. I cannot wear pants like this. Well, these are the pants here. There's a lot of reflection. I did some tailor tacks right here where you're supposed to start your zipper. Tailor tacks right here. Another tailor tack right here where the coin pocket is going to be. There's another one inside here that you guys can't see. I was supposed to mark this, but because this is white, and last week I watched the video, Grace, and her channel is So Lovely Grace. She had some problems, some staining, you know, the fabric kind of bled through. It was a very thin fabric and it bled through, and she couldn't get the marking out. So she was stressed and she washed it and washed it and washed. So I was afraid that if I marked anything on this white, even if it is the one that you iron and it's supposed to disappear, I don't want to have to do that. So I ended up just doing tailor tacks pretty much. And yeah, that's gonna be there. But I am going to unpick this whole thing here. Everything is only basted. It's not really stitched tight. There's no top stitching. There's nothing like that. only basted. So I'm going to unpick this whole thing, and I'm going to lower the waist. This waist is way, way, way too high for me. At least maybe 2 inches. I'm going to, bring it down. Yeah. And I am not going to take out, this is the yoke piece. Maybe I could do a little bit here on the yoke piece, but the rest at the, bottom portion of the pants. Yeah, I don't know. I'll watch a couple of videos to see if it's, better for me to take out the whole thing from the actual pant leg, the back, or just a little bit also from here. If I'm going to take 2 inches, maybe I'll take like a 1/2 inch from here and 1.5 from the other piece. We'll see. But other than that, I think the legs are okay. There's a lot of volume in the crotch. I have to see how, I have to remove some of that fabric, but I don't want to be cutting too much. I just want to sew it and see how it goes, to see how this will fit. Then I will do the pockets, because right now it is hand stitched. I just hand stitched this whole thing here, so I can just put the pocket bag back with the front, and so I can put the waistband on and see how this fits. So yeah, pretty soon, I hope this weekend I can work on this. I will have to let go a little bit up here at the waist. I did cut, as you can see, this waistband is I did cut an extra inch on both sides here, because I was anticipating having to extend the waistband a little bit. I have noticed lately that my waist has grown, I think maybe by 3/4 of an inch, almost an inch. I have to remeasure myself, but I am happy to be working on this, and I will continue until I am done with this pair of pants here. What are the plans for this weekend and for the week ahead? Like I said before, continue with my stretch denim ginger jeans. Continue with this one, and let's see how this is going to work. I am going to continue to wash all of the fabric that I purchased 2 weeks ago from Joann's. I have not been back to Joann's since that Monday. It was Easter Monday. April 21st was no, not that one. I went back there 2 days later. The 23rd, I went back there, and I have not been back since. And I believe they might be closed by now. I thought they were going to close April 30th, so they might be closed. I don't know. I have not driven by or even looked at it at all. So I am done talking about Joann's. It is a done deal. They are finished. So now we have to find, not we, I think, yeah, everybody that used to shop at Joann's, we have to find another place to shop for fabric and notions, which I believe it's going to be the hardest part for me. When I need to get something, I cannot run to Joann's anymore. So yeah, and I am also planning to do a couple of blouses and a couple of t-shirts. I have about 1 yard left over from that black with the flowers, the fabric from the Think Pink subscription box number 37, the little tunic that I made. I have about 1 yard left over, one and a tiny little bit. So I want to see if I can squeeze a sleeveless top so I can make with that one. That fabric is so, so pretty. I just cannot leave it folded in my stash. So I'm gonna try to see if I can do some sleeveless, little plain top, and let's see what happens. But before any of that happens, I will be working on this, because I try to start one thing and finish that one thing. I don't like to be, doing a bunch of things all at the same time, because then you lose focus on what is happening. I did receive my Think Pink subscription box number 38. I'm not going to talk about that one. You guys will see it when I post the video. Well, let's talk about life. There's not much to talk about. Here in South Florida, the weather has been great. I can say that spring has sprung. It's been warm. My AC has been going on. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. I'm sure you can hear it because the AC is right outside that window right there. So it is pretty loud in here. And yeah, it is warm now. So spring is here and summer is right around the corner because it gets pretty hot here. So that's pretty much it. Nothing else is happening. It's just nice and calm around here, just the way I like it. So that's it. That's all I had for you guys today. Just wanted to share, as usual, on Fridays, what has been going on here in the sewing room. So if you liked this video, can you please hit that like button below? And if you can also subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. I will see you on my next one. Bye.